Welcome everyone. My name is Vishal, and this is our Startup Night Out that we do on Friday to know about an entrepreneur's journey from which we get knowledge about their journey and which will be beneficial to all the new people who are about to start a startup or just started a startup or even thinking about starting a startup. So with this, we welcome Mr. Sasikumar, who is our guest for tonight. So Mr. Sashi, please tell
Yes.
us about yourself in few lines first, and then we'll talk about your journey from your starting to current status.
Okay. It's pleasure to share, Vishal, and it's a great moment to share about the things. Actually, I'm Sasikumar. I was working with a, nationalized bank for 11 years. So due to my passion, I've become as an entrepreneur. So as an entrepreneur, I'm with a 7 years of journey. So I've done a world record. Actually, I'm a world record holder. I've done a world record. So now I'm into business coaching. Actually, I've invented a concept called biogenetic entrepreneurship coach. Actually, so now I'm doing mentoring for CEOs, business owners for various countries. Around 7 countries, I'm doing mentoring. So right away, more than 6,000 people I've uh, trained so far. So this is about in nutshell. So during the time, I used to share a lot more things, how my worst life has changed into the best life. Yes, Vishal.
Sure. So, when did you think about starting all this? Like, how was your initial day zero started, or day -1 rather? What happened on that day when you decided that you will pursue this entrepreneurship thing for yourself?
Actually, it's a nice question. I just want to share the moment of to connect this point. I just want to share my incidents happened during my school to college days. The shift, the paradigm shift, it has been happened during that time. I just want to recollect and underline that moment. So during my board exam, actually in Tamil Nadu, we have a board exam, the 12th standard board exam. So unfortunately, I was not through that board exam of a max subject. So during that time, I was very got feared about to face my parents because I failed in a max subject in the board exam. So I was very feared enough to face my parents. So when I entered to my house, my father treated me with the most respect. So he didn't ask any questions regarding why I got failed in such and such subject. But instead of that scolding me, instead of beating me, he respected me. He asked, and he has served me with a lot of respects. And he told me, okay, something has happened. Let's go forward. What next? Let's we go forward. This is the moment where I felt it off. That the time the government has launched immediately you can appear for that exams and you can get through and you can go to the college. So at that time I've appeared for a re-exam after my preparations where I got 23 marks in max immediately within 60 days. I've scored 189 marks out of 200. So that point I realized is something I would not utilize to my potential. So I've not realized my potential on that time. So at that time itself I got realizing about what I'm underestimating or what I'm not doing to the up to the mark. So that the moment I've started feeling it. Then after doing my college and other things and all, from there itself as a being as a first generation entrepreneur, because all my people, all my parents and relatives are engaged with the state government and central government employees. But I had that inspiration that I need to become as an entrepreneur and at least to give opportunity to minimum 4 to 5 people family to engage them to serve them, to make them into happy. That is the moment. It was happened during 2008. So from there I was looking into that. But anyway, my father insisted me as if you are into a job that will be better for you. So for my parents sake, So I informed him, okay, 10 years I'll let me go for a job. Then the moment I joined in State Bank of India, so I worked for 11 years in State Bank of India. So after that I resigned my job due to my passion. I've started a new television channel. So there I was betrayed by my two of friends. So there I met a loss of 1 crore rupees actually. I never forget in my life, 2013, November 17th, I attempted for a suicide actually. The moment, the fraction of second, my mother knocked the door and came inside. Since that the moment I am here to talking to you and with all these achievements. So that itself into the negative, and I was with the lots of liabilities, which I've never faced in my life. At that time, nobody is there with me, even my friends or relatives who were at me. But one thing I realized that that may not be my cup of tea, but one day or other day, I'll definitely make it happen. This is the one thing which I had a self confidence that made me to search. The one thing I've done on the during that my hard times is I was keep participating in the lot of personality development programs, lot of programs. I was attending Tony Robbins, Robin Sharma, all the programs during, even though I was in very pathetic moment. Some way or other way, I was engaging myself to get it recharged. So that is what the moment I sustained myself. Then later, I was into import and export business and construction business. Then one day I had my inner voice that I happened to read a book called The Faith. So that book shows that the message, if a person had a cancer, then he recovering from the cancer means that is not for the purpose of to live his life with the lot of luxurious things. It is for the purpose of making other people to serve who are all suffering in the cancer, ensuring that this is not the life as it is. We need to come out of that cancer. That made me to think it of, so that I am here to encouraging the startups. I'm here to mentoring the startups. If you are in a liability, that is not your end of the day. That is not your end. You need to give it up. You need to make it up. So that made me to become into a research called biology of belief. So I've done a research of 7 years. Now I'm training the people. Now I'm educating the people to come out of their belief system, because I realized my belief was the problem, was the reason for me to get failure in my first business at all. I've tried more than 15 businesses. Right away, I've settled in the mentoring aspects.
Yeah, very interesting to know about the belief system. So regarding this belief system only, it's a bit hardwired in our brain, and pretty much it relates to all the upbringing bits and pieces, parental side, friend side, school, college, whatever experiences. Let's say for the first, I mean, as we get older, things are little less hardwired maybe, but at the beginning, at the childhood, the belief system gets way stronger, and then the foundation, then things start, and the belief system becomes stronger regarding whatever that, if I do this business, if I do this work, then only I can succeed. If I follow this person, then only I'll succeed. There is no alternative, there is no alternate story. If this person is telling me something, it has to be truth and cannot have a lie, cannot have an alternate story, etc. And so far, a lot of so other things. So in your case, like when you said you were almost very depressed at the verge of committing suicide, etc. So was it? I mean, let's say you were out of it because of some help or support or your own, let's say, an alternate belief system that was there, but you couldn't realize maybe that time. But then
Yes.
you started realizing, that I can actually alter. It's actually in my hands. Do you think lot of entrepreneurs or lot of people in general have the capability to really understand this from outside perspective, that okay, I can actually change my belief system, because this thinking that I can change my belief system is also a belief system. So, what do you think about this? I mean, what do you think about? I mean, how do you decide, or how do you discriminate, or how do you know which person's belief system is stronger, or I mean, flexible to change, or not flexible to change, or how much time can it take? Like, what's according to you is timeline kind of to change, upgrade this belief system?
Actually, this is a wonderful question, Vishal. Actually, this is I take this an opportunity to share a moment because this will be very helpful for the people who's listening to us, whoever it may be. Somebody may be they may cross these kind of situations. Actually, I was a research scholar of Bruce H. Lifton. He is the author of Biology of Belief. So I was into 7 years of research with along with the doctors that how the human belief system plays a major role to make disease into disappearing disease, as well as whatever their problem or whatever they are in the position, only their belief system is the reason. This is what the research I took for 7 years. The findings is what really the phenomenal the findings is in the universe, all the human beings are here. They are born with the born nature of capability to be succeed in their life. No individual has born in this life to get only failures in the life. This is what the first thing. I can relate this. In my research, we found it out there is 5 memories are there. One is genetic memory, evolutionary memory, karmic memory, conscious memory, and subconscious memory. These memories are we. So if I'm being called as an Sasikumar, it is a cumulative of memory. It is a collaborative memory. I just recollected myself as a Sasikumar. Like this, my genetics of my parents and my grandparents, some genetic memory is there in my mind, in my genetics, as well as the karmic memory, as well as the subconscious memory, evolutionary memory. So these memories are playing in the human being to take a decisions. So it is depends upon the memory what a person have. It is not depends of the person. So if I understand, if I realize, okay, for example, I can tell you that if my parents has told to me only government job is secured job, only government job, if you go to the government job you can be secured in your life, you can take your children in the best school, you can take your family in the best, that is also a belief. If I had that belief, my memory will always stimulates me not to take a risk. So when I realized, I detached myself. No, this is not my actual potential. If these kind of awareness is within me, that will helpful for me to take a decisions. So it is for the straightaway answer is everybody should have that awareness of self-inquiring about whatever happens to us. If something has happened to us, whether is it reason for I'm whether I am the reason or what the other person is reason. The end result is always whatever happens to us, we are the only reason. If we take in that aspect, we can easily find out the alternative scope to achieve whatever you want in your life, that even into the business, that even into your life, that even into the society. If a person want to become a success in his life, if he in the process of self inquire everything, if he is in the process of self inquiry, whether is it okay, because life is always happening, it's a choice of actions, whether I'm choosing this or not choosing this, that having a consequences of the results. So if I am able to capable to experience the consequences of the action, then that is called a risk. Whatever we call it as risk, it is the consequences of the choice of our action. That's it. So it depends upon the person how he self-inquire or how he self-realize about his memory. So we all run our life based on the memory what we have.
Right. Very good insight. We are a memory card, like on which information is written
See,
also
for
erase that
example,
time.
if two of my friends has betrayed me into the business, if I had the memory, oh, doing partnership is always risk. If I had that belief, now I will not be able to have more investments in abroad, and I'm doing partnership in other things. This is all happening, but I should realize that where I made a mistake, I should rectify it. So this is what the things. These will help us if I'm more self-aware about myself. The thing is, if I'm more self-aware about myself, then it is obviously everything plays on the right path.
Correct, correct. So regarding your world record holder thing, could you tell us a bit more about
Yes,
that?
actually, yes, actually, I'm with the mission of to creating 1,000 entrepreneurs actually. So when I've started this journey, I've had my life mission is creating 1,000 entrepreneurs. So during my banking experience, I found that people are hesitating to do business or to start the business, not to the reason of they doesn't know about the business. It is only the reason of they have insufficient knowledge about where they can get the money, where they can get the bank loan for their business. This is what the one reason 90% of the people they are hesitating to start their business. So since I'm one of the volunteer of 1 trillion economy Dream Tamil Nadu, it's a project called Dream Tamil Nadu. It is an activity to contribute 1 trillion economy to the government. I'm one of the volunteer. So on that note, I thought up to contribute something. So what I've decided, I've traveled 38 districts. There are 38 districts in Tamil Nadu. I traveled entire district solo as a car, as a self-driven car ride, and I met all the district collectors and all the district industrial centers general managers, and we launched a program called Self-Made Tamil Nadu in order to make awareness about what are all the list of subsidy schemes are available in the government for the startups. So there are n number of schemes are available in the government, which is unaware to the people. If they aware about the schemes, they can apply a loan from that government, and they can start the business. There are a lot more concepts, schemes, or subsidy things. So I just want to connect the people with the district industrial centers. I've driven a car, so it was scheduled for 11 days actually. I covered entire Tamil Nadu. It's scheduled for 11 days, but I've completed in 7 days. It is 3,600 kilometers per day, 490 kilometers per day. I driven a car, and it's around. This is what my world record actually I completed in this things, and also I've submitted the proposal to the Chief Minister's Secretariat also.
So when you're traveling all this area, 500 kilometer almost a day, 3,600 kilometer in 7 days, 8 days. So you were just driving and sleeping and driving and sleeping, or you had meetings in these districts also?
Yeah, I had a meetings. Actually, I went to each and every district. I met district collector as well as the district industrial centers general managers, and we launched a poster called Self-Made Tamil Nadu. So from there, my objective is to meet every month 1,000 people to 10,000 people. I need to encourage the people to take this message. So I have a target of 1 year, and later 1 year I have a plan to travel a state. So the year before I've traveled into district. The next year I have a plan to travel in a state. Next to that, I have a plan to travel at an international level. So internationally connecting the people where we can find an opportunity for our Indians to take their business into abroad. So since I'm one of the board member of 38 countries of entrepreneurs forum, so I'm one of the board member. So I just want to connect the people, because the only thing is we should not the people of searching the jobs. We should be a people of providing jobs. We should be a people of people of creating a jobs.
Yes, yes, very true. I think we need more job creators as of now, I guess, because too much of unemployment happening and underemployment also, I guess. So it's good that you are inspiring people and encouraging people to jump into entrepreneurship, don't like look for jobs here and there, rather be that person who can give jobs to at least 10, 100 people like that. That's quite impressive. So when you are moving to these districts, you are meeting the district collectors, you're taking a like a picture with them and
Yes, yes, yes. I've taken,
promoting it.
I have a record. I was visiting and I've obtained a logbook signature to everybody.
Yeah,
I
that's
witnessed.
quite impressive. Sure, sure, sure. Okay, so regarding, I think these all things are coming to one direction. Let's say, I think you touched upon that from your personal life, the financial decisions in life, be it at a personal level or at a startup level, entrepreneurship level. There is a lot of people, who want to start a startup, think about entrepreneurship every now and then, but most of them don't have much of financial literacy. It's also probably because our education syllabus doesn't have much of financial literacy as a chapter in that. So most of us learn it probably the hard way after making that mistake, making that loss, etc. And still then the information is not complete. So in your case, or from your point of view, what kind of financial literacy you would like to recommend a first time entrepreneur, or even at a personal level? And how do you, I mean, what advices would you give to wannabe, or the people who are in colleges, let's say, who are about to graduate and earn or start a business? What advices would you give? Let's say you made some mistake, etc., so that they can learn from you, from your point of view, please.
I can quote my personal experiences where I've missed and where I've gained. So these 2 points I can share it up. So I told you two of my friends has betrayed me, so that I've lost 1 crore on the particular point. What was happened on that day is it was just a 3 to 3 months. I think so. It is not more than 3 months actually. So it was happened in such a way that we had a program and we had a document. Everything was placed on the record. Then I appointed my one of my friend as an auditor to take care of that daily monitoring system. So I was insisted him to what is happening, because every day it involves nearly 3 to 4 lakhs of transactions in the organization, and monthly 9.5 lakhs to be paid to the government as a rent for the television channel. So where I've lost is there, the every transactions of the every day, it was not recorded actually. If it was recorded, it was not monitored. If it is monitored, it was not verified. This is what the observations I was founded. So the later I found that due to that I had a 1 crore loss, because if we would have done it earlier, my loss would have been minimized. So since it has not been done, my fees, my charges to for the learning, it was little high. So from there, what I've started doing is I have my pocket diary. I used to write each and every one, even a rupee of expenses or income, whatever it may be, we used to record. And everyday balance sheet I used to prepare it. The balance sheet is not for the year. The balance sheet should be for every day. What is the deficit or what is the surplus? So every day, the day book should come with the balance sheet. So this is what the process I've initiated before 7 years. That made me to come out of my liabilities, and little more some belief systems also it has involved actually. So, sometimes I may very good at my handling of cash. This belief may lead me to become overconfident. I may not remember where I spend. It may not be recorded. So we would have thought of even at 10 rupees or 50 rupees, we don't mind to record it. But you just think it of 10 rupees of 100 days. What is happening? What is the figure? If I'm not recording, that is what right away I'm asking my son to write. If he goes out, if he go out, I ask him to record it. You write, take your notebook. He's in the 5th standard. I'm asking him, take your notebook, write it, what was happened. If I go somewhere, if I come somewhere, I give the bills and ask him to record. If we go as a family outings, I will ask him to write every day. So today where we went, if we went to boat house, okay, how was the ticket, how much of the ticket. You just, these are all the things where I've learned, and I'm giving to my children. They can learn something, things. It might be a practical things I'm telling. So this is the area where we used to not to give more attention on the particular part. This will
Yeah,
give a more clarity on taking financial insights.
correct. I think very good advice of writing the expenses, input, incoming, outgoing on a daily basis, and also creating a balance sheet kind of like profit loss, whatever came, whatever went, summing them up on the both sides and saying today I made a profit or a loss. And obviously over 365 days or so, or over 30 days or so, you can also know what happened in the month, which month was good, and all the analytics can be done on that data. Maybe you have to put it on Excel or something later. But it's a good advice. I think I liked also your advice to your son who is standard five, I think, right? You
Yes,
said?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
five.
yes.
So standard five is probably 10 years or so. So from that age of 10 years, he might be in the habit of writing this incoming, outgoing, profit loss kind of thing, which will probably make his own belief system that if I write like this, there is a small chance I will have a financial mess in general.
And even I'm one more thing I'm telling you. I've given a, it is called that storage of coins,
Mhm.
undial. Undial. We made him to become as an undial. So far, he saved around 10,000 rupees in his particular account. He is maintaining an account. I used to give coins. If I have a coins, I ask him to save it. Actually, see, he used to collect the coins and put it in the undial. So 3 months once, I'll take him. I'll ask him to take your undial and come. You submit to the branch manager. You give your savings. You take your passbook and put go there particular counter. You put it entry. You make it. These are all the things where it because life is all about an experience. It is not about studying book, the textbook. It is not that we can study at anywhere at any moment, but the experiencing the life, it is something more. Because I'm more about some belief concepts, belief systems. Because I used to coach the people, I used to train the people. I used to coach the entire family. This is the way how I used to coach them, I used to mentor them.
Sure, sure. That's quite good. Okay, maybe anyone has any question, please feel free to unmute and ask, or else I'll continue. Anyone want to ask any question? Three, two, one. Okay, let me ask another question on decisions. A lot of people have to make lot of decisions in life, and especially entrepreneurs who has to make probably 10 times, 100 times more decision than, let's say, other normal usual people who don't have to make maybe so much decision, so many decisions in a day or in a month or so. So there is always this conflict of this decision making versus the time management. How much time should I give to which decision? Or am I late? Am I early? Am I just right? Am I just not right? Etc. So there is sometimes even to decide what to decide can take a while. So in from your point of view, from your experiences, I think you have quite an experience in a lot of things. How do you prioritize your time management or your decision making list, which to decide? I mean, what advice would you give from your own experience as well as others' experience also, since you have been coaching people? So I'm sure you might have a lot of people might be coming with all this dilemma every now and then. Kya karu, kya na karu, what should I do, what not to do? So please.
Okay. As of my experiences, and I've come across a lot more incidents. I just quote an example of that. decision making, or how much time I should take for the particular decisions, whether I'm taking the right decisions. All these points, how I'm in my perspective, I can see that the one factor, the only one factor which influence of your decision making, of the time of your decision making, or the priority of the decision making, everything influencing the only one factor, the one point is none other than that is fear. Fear is the only factor which always influence you in all these uh, distractions or actions or whatever it may be. This fear. Okay, here, what is mean by fear? I can say that which is unfamiliar to your brain, which is very, very unfamiliar to your brain. That is called a fear. If I'm comfortable with the situations or the environment or the people, I will not have a fear. If I am not familiar with such and such environment, if I'm not familiar with the person, if I'm not familiar with the incident, that experience is called fear. So if I want to take a decision is a quick way, if I want to take a priority with the things, I should make the particular things is the most familiar to my brain first. How I can make it is familiar is collecting the information with the regarding or the incidents or the informations I'm going to take. This is the only way you can efficiently take a decision. You should collectively take continuously take informations which is you are very familiar to the particular point. That is what I'm telling. If you having a distraction while you are taking any decisions or while you are performing, it is only the way you can take a traction. Traction is nothing but the action. Unless otherwise you take some action, you may not know whether that route is right or wrong. If I've not been crossed these 15 businesses, I may not know that what are the I should not do in 15 kind of businesses. The thing is, we should act. Unless otherwise I act, I cannot perform it. So I should not only thinking, I should not only be continuously being thinking and all. The thing is, we should act the minimum level of things, because if I want to take an action, I should not go and invest 10 lakhs, 5 lakhs, I should take a risk. That is not the matter. But at least I can gather the related informations into that way, make myself familiar to my brain. That is, it's a simple example. If I'm going to appear for a board exam, I'm going to write a 5 exams. If I'm very familiar with the 5 exams, I will not have a fear. If I thorough with only 2 subjects, I will have a fear of that 3 subjects because I'm unaware about the informations. So while you are taking a decisions, if you are fully aware about the particular informations or for the particular things, you can take a quick decisions and the effective decisions wherever you are, and you can prioritize your task and the things. This is about my
Mhm.
perspective.
Yeah, that's good to know. One more last topic rather, this team thing. Whenever someone starts a startup, or Ritra want to ask? Okay, Ritra, please go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, I have one question. As you said that during your business, two of your friends betrayed you, and you were left with 1 crore liability. So now, would you advise the aspiring entrepreneurs to never to do business with their friend? Would you advise something like that?
No, that's what.
Rather friends, family, or
That's what. No,
or stranger.
that's what I've underlined. Still now I'm doing a business with some other my friends. It is not like that. If we aware about what we do, if we fully aware about what I'm so far, because we should know about I am the responsible for whatever happens to me. I'm the only person responsible. I'm the reason for whatever happens to me. So it is not to mean that if I was correctly monitored, if I was very good enough daily monitored, if I correctly observed the entire things, I would not be given a space to such and things has been happened. So it is not to, because still now I have a lot more friends who I can quote them was helped me a lot to get success in my life. So in these kind of things also, I definitely suggest you you are the only person who lead or who take lead in your life. No others will take things. You have to work and you have to. If my stomach has to full, I have to eat. Unless otherwise I perform, nobody else can help me. I hope I have answered you, uh,
Sure.
Aritra
Actually, my
Magarshi.
question was also coming on that side. When a lot of people form their team, they also have a lot of questions like what Aritra had. Should I take my friend as my partner? Should I take my spouse as my partner? Should I take my parents as my partner, cousins as my partner, or etc. etc. So there are cases in which strangers betray us. There are cases in which our own family member or friends might betray us. So a lot of things like this happen, and psychologically or somehow unfortunately, we remember all the bad things or the bad experiences with any of our relation or friends or family, etc. And somehow we generalize that, which also comes to that memory and belief system, etc. But even this belief system or the memory or things, with some people it becomes very strong. With some kind of people, with some other kind of people, it may not be that strong. That you'll always think that okay, this guy might be cunning, and there might be cases in which I have to be careful. But then some people you might be pretty much blindfolded, blind faith, like that. So there is always this trade-off in this. So in such a scenario, trusting people might be hard to different level depending on whom you think about. So in this case, let's say when a startup founder or a wannabe founder or aspiring entrepreneur wants to form a team, which all people should he or she consider from your experience or from your point of view? What's your because without team nothing is possible. One person cannot do everything. There has to be partners or some kind of relation with more and more people. Then only things can grow big. So what's your take on this team formation and things to consider, red flags, green flags, according to you?
It's a beautiful question, actually. I've told you how the loss has happened. I didn't told you how I overcome that loss, right? That point I will, that point of my sharing will be the proper answer for this. So I told you as I was doing a research of biology of belief. During that biology of belief system, my research, I found that if a person experiencing the hard moment in their life, very hard moment in this life, so far he didn't experience such and such kind of the bad experiences, there is an hidden meaning. We should realize that if you are facing a very hard time which you have not faced so far, that is there is a very hidden meaning that we need to address, or we need to identify that hidden meaning. I found that that hidden meaning is helping people, gratitude, being gratitude, and spreading joy. These the three most important point where my life has changed in a scenario. It is beautiful the way I tell you how it has happened. I realized this. So when my friends have betrayed me, I was given a complaint to the police station. So some people have made it off. I was into the loss of 1 crore, but everything, nothing was happened. Still the complaint is on live, but nothing was happened because they've bribed the people, and they've managed them not to happen at. So after 1.5 years over, that period I was not spoken to the people of my friends, but I had a strong realization of that biology of belief. I realized being gratitude and the spreading joy and be helpful for others. These are all the points I've realized. One day, on fine morning, I've done it. I straight away have gone to the people, that person, my friend's office. I gone there straight away. So far, I didn't met them. But that day I gone there and I went and I expressed my sincere gratitude for whatever you done for me. I may hurted you somewhere else. Okay, I express my apologies and I express my sincere gratitude whatever you have done it. That's it. I expressed straight away. I've done it and I came. I came for this my fulfillment. I've done it. But you believe it or not, what was happened within a week time? He very well know from whom I've obtained. I got the loan and paid to him, invested in the business. He voluntarily he approached him and he paid 50% of the loan amount. He didn't inform it to me also, but he paid the loan to the person from whom I got it. See the power of being truthful, the power of being self, being authentic. It has a huge value. If you are very, very authentic to yourself, if you are very truthful to yourself, if you are being gratitude and if you are helping the people, it will take you to the heights where anything I'm experiencing every day. I'm experiencing right away. I'm not with the motive of how much money I can get from my clients. I'm with the motive of how much I can enhance their lives. How much I can make their life into most beautiful. Now they are paying my fees without any hesitation. So money is a byproduct. It is not my primary things. Anyway, money need to run our life. But when because in the human creatures, we are not born here to earn the money to live a luxurious life. We are born here to serve our purpose of the life. If you serve your purpose of life, money will automatically comes to you. You need not worry about your earnings. You need not worry about the things. So I found my purpose of life. My purpose of life is making a people to be happy, make their life into a quality life, more sensible life. So this is where the things are happening. So the answer, straight away answer is, we need to help the people. We need to trust the people. We need to be a gratitude. Then no scenario, no situations will rise. Nobody will make you into trouble. Nobody will make you into betray. Nobody will, those kind of negative people will not reach you. Your positive energy, your positive aura only attract a positive people. If I am experiencing some bad experiences, I am having somewhere, I am having that bad, that negative vibrations. That's what I'm attracting, the negative people. If I'm being positive, I will attract only a positive people. So my final the thing is, we came here to serve, to offer. We are not here to consume from my parents, to consume my wife, to consume from my children. We are here to how much I can give to my people, how much I can give to my customer, how much I can give to my employees, how much I can give to my friends and relatives. If you are with the giving tendency, giving attitude, always universe will give back to you more than you expect. I hope I've answered that.
Sure, sure. Very good. Very good to hear. And I have also experienced all this. So, although, a lot of people will say purpose of a business or purpose of life is to earn money, but I'm glad to find someone who says purpose of life is not to make money. The money is more of an enabler to achieve that purpose or a byproduct of that purpose. Very similar to this example I hear is, the goal of a car is to reach somewhere,
Yes,
and petrol helps the car to reach somewhere. So money is like that petrol, and the goal of the car is, the destination of the car is the purpose of, or your purpose
Sir,
or your
Sandeep Maheshwari said
business
that.
purpose.
Sandeep Maheshwari. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people have said, I think, on this thing. So it's quite, understandable from this car point of view also, that money is the byproduct, is not the. I think Simon Sinek also said on something similar. That purpose of life, the goal of a business is to not to make money. Money is the enabler, or money is the like a petrol of the car, which enables you to reach the destination. So that's quite good to know. And I think a lot of people who want to start a startup or want to do business somehow think of that petrol as the goal and not the destination as the goal, and they keep on probably fueling the petrol or worrying about petrol more than they should, and with that they miss the actual destination because they are all the time searching for one or the other petrol pump.
Actually, I used to say this point in all my programs. I just, since you have quoted, I just want to add a value to this your point. The fastest car, the car which can move very fast is called a Lamborghini, right? The Lamborghini is the car where moves which is very fastest car among all other cars. But the person who owns the Lamborghini, if doesn't know to drive the car, he cannot make the car to more very fast, as the car may produce to go for faster. If the person owns who doesn't know to ride the car, to drive the car, having the car will not be the purpose will not be solved.
That's very true, and I think it's high time people should understand the difference between the value of the money and value of that purpose of life, and not like confuse between the two or swap the same, because purpose has to be always way greater than this thing. And other thing I liked what you said, we are in this world to give, not to consume. The
Yes.
consumption is mere to survive, not
Yes.
to accumulate. And somehow this accumulative nature of people have made a lot of other people suffer, including the person who accumulates also a lot more than they need probably. So it's quite good to hear similar thoughts from you. So with this, anyone has any question? Last question for Mr. Shashi?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yes, Inder.
Yeah, sir, what is this world record? You have that one?
Yeah,
Guinness
I've
Book of
done.
World Record or?
I've done a world record. I ride a car by covering all districts, 38 districts, around 3,600 kilometers within 7 days, to encourage people to become as an entrepreneur. It's a solo drive, self-driven car ride within a 7 days period to encourage the people to become as an entrepreneur. That is what my world record.
Okay, so like I just want to ask that this is Limca Book of World Record or Guinness Book of
So
World Record?
Asian Book of World Record.
Okay, so what is the procedure? Actually, I would like to apply for that. So can you guide me?
Definitely. Yeah, you can get my number from through team.
Vishal sir.
I'll guide you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Because these kind of attitude will become it should have, because we are not people as a normal. You should live an extraordinary life. My world record has given an extraordinary life experiences to approach my life in a different perspective. So
Okay,
I
sir.
hope.
Can you explain me this in bit detail? Like
Okay, I'll simplify the process. So, Mr. Shashi, does this world record, or do you need to inform them in advance that you are doing something like that?
Yes.
Or after?
We need to inform. They will give a SOP to be followed. Systematic operating procedures they will follow, and they will have a jury. They will appoint a jury, and every moment of that rules and regulations we have to follow. Even a photographer, a videographer have traveled along with me. He was recorded for 7 continuous days actually. How much time I've traveled, where I stopped, everything it was recorded. So these kind of
actually,
things depends upon our activity. They will form a SOP. So this is
But
an nearly
you
3
need to
months of
inform them
preparation.
in
Yes, well
advance,
in
right?
advance,
Not like after doing so, you just say that, okay, I have done this. Please put me in the records.
No. Well in advance, we need to apply first. They will shortlist. They will tune that process. If you have an idea, they will tune it, and they will charge for it. After that, they will give a SOP, that SOP to be properly maintained, and that will be evaluated by the jury from the common person, and they will approve whether it can be treated as a record or not.
Sure.
sir, actually, how much it cost around?
It depends upon the project, boss. It is not a standard cost. It depends upon how much duration it takes, who is the jury comes, and what is the
Maybe the
activity of
photographer's cost also
it is all at our end.
included in that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sir. Can you tell me about the content? Like, what was about the like how you inspired the like if you have time,
No, no, no.
like how you inspired the
No,
student and the
regarding the
people
content, what you are
while
asking.
driving. While driving, like how you motivate. How was your journey? Bit.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I told you. Lot of I can tell you that during the 7 days, each and every signal I didn't stop. Whenever I go to the signal, that red signal will automatically turn into the green signal. This I was experienced, and every district collector at office and district industrial center office,
Okay.
I'm the unknown people are started helping me. So I was delighting how it is happening.
That's
That
great.
then only I realized that when your purpose is to serve something for the others, everything will falls on the right path. If you are performing without selfishness, if you are performing for the purpose of others, for the purpose of people, you will definitely land up with the efficient benefits. This is what the experiences I got. From there, my life has changed into a different perspective and different kind of things.
I think that's also was part of the belief system. You believed that this is possible, and then
Yes, yes.
it was
Even
almost
then,
possible.
when I was initiated this process, when I was talking to all of my friends, nobody has encouraged me to do it. But there is no benefit for you. If you are spending 7 days, how much your earning will be going to loss? You are spending much for what purpose you are going there? So much of things, and they were more demotivated me. You cannot travel continuously. You go first to North Tamil Nadu, then South Tamil Nadu. Then I thought that there are two possibilities. Either I can be succeed or not succeed. That's it. Only two possibility. Let me experience that.
Actually, what I have also experienced is most people are very much confined to short-term benefits. They can't really see beyond short-term benefit unless established by someone. Kinder, you have another question, please.
Yes, in there.
Yeah. Actually, I would like to ask that what was the message actually? Like how people inspire with this journey.
Yes, that's what the purpose. Actually, I've explained this in this before, but you would have
Yeah,
not been.
I know, but I try to understand, but like in just few words, simply.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. The purpose is
Okay.
in order to make you understand. It's most important actually.
Yeah, yeah,
So
sure.
the purpose is the people are unaware about what all the government policies are available for the startups. I just want to make this awareness to the people. There are a number of schemes are available in the government where the startups can utilize. Lot of schemes are underutilized, and most of the funds are returning back to the government by not serving to the people. To make this create a awareness, I just made this awareness campaign. So it was circulated and it was published in newspapers. It was published in the news TVs, and from there, I'm addressing nearly 1,000 people every month to encourage them. And I'm connecting all the district peoples. Along with them, I'm doing frequent programs to make them to become as an entrepreneur, because my life mission is to create 1,000 entrepreneurs. So by
That's
connecting
great.
this mission, I'm keep doing every month. I'm addressing a lot of startups. I'm addressing students or final year students. I'm encouraging them. There are a lot of schemes are available. Rather than job seekers, you become as a job creators, job providers. This is
Yeah, so the actually the question is how your journey are making a world record will create awareness.
no, that's what I'm
What is the
happening.
connection between
No, no, no.
this?
When I am going and meeting the people and each and every district, this industrial people, it is I'm
Okay.
launching the people. I'm getting a connection. I'm getting a connection in 38 districts, right? So every district I am conducting a program. For that programs, this the world record, this travel is the inspiration. They based on that they are inviting the people for my coaching programs. I'm going there and I'm giving a program at free of cost, making them to become as an entrepreneur. So each and every district, I'm doing a programs. So that is been initiated through this travel.
Okay.
That process has been initiated through this travel.
It's also going to inspire a lot of people who are in other states to do similar kind of travel among their state, their districts, because it's always good to meet people and travel to also do an awareness about your own idea also. I mean, even if somebody is doing a startup with a product and they can just go length and breadth of India with their product, talk to as many people as possible on their travel. That's also a good promotional thing for them if they can afford or do that. But at least they should go some places, because otherwise, if nobody goes nowhere, then usually even the promotion won't happen that efficiently. So travel is one good experience.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
in there.
So I guess definitely while driving, people will like definitely they were like attract. So what's going on, and they will also know that time, right? So
Definitely,
is there any
definitely.
banner?
My car was filled with the stickers,
Okay.
entrepreneur, and my car was noticed. Every people started recognizing
Okay.
me.
What was that written? Entrepreneurs? Like what was that message
That is
on the
in the
sticker?
Tamil I've written. Tamilanum Tharani Velvom. This
Oh,
kind
no,
of
no. What's
Tamil.
the English meaning of that?
No, to
Meaning
become
of
as
that.
an entrepreneur. To become as an entrepreneur. We should not be an employee to become as an entrepreneur.
It's also
Okay.
very similar to a lot of celebrities do marathon or barefoot running from one place to other as an awareness
For
fundraising
this,
activity,
for this,
etc.
I've made a composed a song and we have launched it. It is right now available in 7 app. In 13 apps, my song is available. We have composed a song to initiate this campaign.
Sure, sure. That's quite good. Okay, Mr.
Really,
Sashi.
sir. It's really a big thing, sir.
Thank you, Ander.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I hope
because
we encourage
I
you people also
yeah
to do
because
these kind of things.
yeah
Yeah,
definitely
and
I will help as much I can do. Yeah. Thank
All the
you.
best. All the best in there.
sure. So Sashi, I have also traveled many countries
Super, super,
with
Vishal.
similar kind of mission or whatever you can say. Maybe not so organized, but it was also to kind of fine tune my own product. So I can really understand your experience that talking to different people, different places, make your pitch more and more perfect. Actually, you know what to say again and again, again and again, and then you know exactly, okay, this is what I have to say. This is how I have to convince. You learn all those when you travel and meet different kinds of people. You talk about your vision, mission, etc. So thank you, Mr. Shashi, for giving all your valuable knowledge to us.
Thank you.
Uh, Thank you, everyone, for coming. See you all next week with a new guest. Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you all. Thanks for the opportunity, Vishal. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Good
Bye
night,
bye.
everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.